We're looking at figure 415.55 from Synergetics. Tetrahedral closest packing of spheres, nucleus and nestable configurations. A. So we're going to start with this drawing here where you see a black ball and you see 3 spheres because that is what would nest if you were packing in a tetrahedral fashion. Then you see 6 balls which would nest comfortably under that. And this can be called the famous orange stacking in the supermarket. One of the methods to stack, although a supermarket would probably stack it with a square base to start with, because the supermarket would have a square footage floor plan and rectilinear walls. And the pattern that Bucky's going to now tell us in words is that the center only appears every 3 layers. If you can see that pretty clearly. There is no center to this. There's an emptiness in the center here. And here also it's a little harder to picture where the center exactly is, but it's certainly not a sphere. And then here suddenly again there is a sphere in the center. And that's what Bucky's going to explain. In any number of successive planar layers, so Bucky is just saying successive layers of planes, successive flat layers of tetrahedrally organized sphere packings, every 3rd triangular layer has a sphere at its centroid, a nucleus. Now this is very important. It's going to help us throughout this whole section because Bucky's going to keep talking about nucleus. And all of us have heard of nucleus in the human cell, in the plant cell, and we've heard of nucleus in the atom, nuclear physics. These are not the same words. As Kirby likes to say, they're different namespaces. But Bucky's defining his word. When he says nucleus, he means that you're in the center of a sphere packing coordination. The 36-sphere tetrahedron with 5 spheres on an edge, 4-frequency tetrahedron, is the lowest frequency tetrahedron system which has a central sphere or nucleus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this one. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, it's the whole tetrahedron. It's all those planes squashed together.
Right. All these.
Like he said it was tetrahedral.
Yeah. So he's claiming that this up to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has a sphere as its centroid. Now, I don't quite see that, Paul. I mean, it's 5, so it's odd. Wouldn't the centroid have to be at this layer? I'm a little
That's what's
surprised.
counterintuitive about it.
Yeah, I think you'd have to go to here to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
No,
6.
he's right. It's that black ball on the 4th level. That's the nucleus, and it seems off center. But if you move it around in your mind, you'll see that it's a center any way that you orient it. But it's kind of wackadoo because they're separated this way. But if you put them all together, that black ball is in the center of the tetrahedron.
Do you mean
the 5th?
5th, yeah, okay.
I'm agreeing with Nathan about that. That really is. It's just a question of the way he slices it up makes it difficult to see that that's the center of the tetrahedron.
Okay.
But I agree that if you rotate it anyway, that ball's still going to be in the center.
All right, let's go on to B. The 3-frequency tetrahedron is the highest frequency without a nucleus sphere. Something that always confuses me with him is this 0 or 1 frequency? I would assume this is 0 frequency and this is 1 frequency. So the 3-frequency tetrahedron is the highest frequency without a nucleus sphere. Well, if 5 is the first one with a nucleus, then he must mean this one with 4 balls. So 4 balls is 3 frequency. C. Basic nestable possibilities show how the regular tetrahedron, the 1/4 tetrahedron, and the 1/8 octahedron may be defined with sets of closest packed spheres. Note that this nesting is only possible on triangular arrays which have no sphere at their respective centroids. And then Bucky has had rendered a regular tetrahedron, a 1/8 octahedron, and a 1/4 tetrahedron. So I would expect if you have 4 of these, you could construct a tetrahedron.
Yeah.
And I would expect if you have 8 of these, you could construct an octahedron. And these do not have a centroid. And that concludes our reading of this figure.